I'm upset. Wait. Gotta do this again. I'm upset.
Alright. I'm trying to build some profit. My next just text me just to bless me. She said, King, you got it. So back. I'm the one these haters laughed at. Don't ask me my location, just know it's where the cash at.
What's good, everybody? It's Austin Taylor Moore, and I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be discussing Avengers: Infinity War. Now, it's gonna be non-spoiler, just for a little bit. You know, just trying to get the base level of, you know, what hasn't been said. Or not what hasn't been said, but like, if you're watching this video, there's no spoilers for right now. And then when I say spoiler warning, add this to your watch later, watch the movie, and then come back. But, now when I said I'm upset, well, you probably gonna be upset too. But, not saying, oh, it's bad, it's this, it's that. I can't even talk about it without spoiling. But let's just talk about what I didn't like and what I did like. That's, you know, this ain't really a review, but we just discussing. All right, let's talk about Thanos. He's the most like threatening villain so far. But I think I still think Loki and Killmonger. I think he's the third best. It goes Loki and Killmonger, and then probably him, and then I probably put Vulture. Yeah, so that's top four. So he on the MCU Mount Rushmore of villains. We get to understand where he's coming from. Hold on, is this correct? But okay, yep. Jacket's off. I had to show it off one way or another. What I do like about him, he's menacing, and you know, you get to understand his point of view, and the you know, the CGI looks cool. It looks good. Well, it was done well. What I didn't like is, all right, how do I say this without spoiling? I mean, it's not really that much of a spoiler, but nowadays with these scale of movies, everything's a spoiler. Iron Man's in it. Spoiled! It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer. It's Avengers. Iron Man's in it. Like, okay, he has this dynamic with this one character feeling a certain type of way, and I, even leaving the theater, I still don't understand like why or how he feels that way at all. I'm gonna talk about it in the spoiler review, but that's all I'm gonna say. Now, I talked about his CGI. He has minions. Some of his minions, their CGI needs to be patched. It needs to be patched. Like, I was looking at it, like, if y'all know me, some of the reviews I did, I'm not really, like, big on, like, not, like, big on CGI. It would be the opposite. I'm not really someone who's, like, hard on CGI, like, pause on that. I'm not really tough on it. I would have said this in the Justice League discussion, had actually made one. Like Steppenwolf, and especially, like, I'm guessing it was a female character. It had to be a female character, because I was sort of attracted to her. But, it's a male character. People flaming me in the comics. I said comments. But she was looking like she's straight out of a video game. That's the same thing I had about Steppenwolf when I saw Justice League. I mean, it looks like a video game with great graphics, but still looks like a video game cutscene. I'm gonna just say this. There's one character in here that I don't like how they wrote him. And I'll talk about that more in the spoiler review. That's all I'm going to say. There's one character, for the most part, most of the, you know, the writing for the characters are basically how I expect it to be. But there's just that one character that I just like, I'm like, what? We just going to get into spoilers. So, if you haven't seen the movie, spoiler alert, put this in your watch later, and we doing spoilers. Now, when I was talking about that one character that I didn't like how they wrote him was Vision. I didn't like how they made Vision just look like a little bitch. Like when we basically, you know, find out who is and who isn't in the movie. I'm like, all right, these are the people who are gonna be, you know, the most valuable against Thanos. Thor, the Hulk, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. So Scarlet Witch, she wasn't really like, you know, getting clapped on. I don't mean that way. She can't get it, definitely. But Hulk, it's obvious, you know, especially with the, you know, the infinitely with the gauntlet that Thanos after Hulk gets his first, you know, sneak punches in, that he's gonna clap him. But you know, Hulk gonna get his couple punches in. And then Thor, he's a god. Come on now, he's a god. And yeah, but Vision, every time Vision didn't even go against Thanos until the end. It wasn't really he went against. He basically died, and Thanos was like, "Hey, you thought you were dead, bitch. Come here, boy. Give me that gem." And then Vision was like, but the whole film, he's getting clapped on by his lackeys. Did he get clapped on by Squidward? I don't know. He was getting clapped on by the bed and one person. I forgot the other person. But I'm just like, bro, what? I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the Bruce Banner and the Hulk. I need to stop looking over there and look over here. But I'm interested what they're doing with that dynamic between when, like, he's like, "Come on, Hulk," and then Hulk's like, "No." But I didn't like what they did to Vision. Now, what else? Now, getting over that, the reason I said I'm hurt is because I'm like, oh wait, hold up. I thought I had a sneeze, but it was like, nah, you good. Wait. Alright. Thank you, whoever said bless you. Alright, so the end of the movie, obviously if you've seen it, you know half the people died. Thanos was like, get him out of here. So, what made me upset is, like, literally, they got rid of all my favorite characters. Like, I guess they're, you know, trying to get the, you know, the OG Avengers. And then, you know, those are probably going to be, where are you, phase 4 or something? Phase 3 or 4, something like that. The next phase is going to be, you know, those newer Avengers. They got rid of Spider-Man. I'm cool with that, you know? Get rid of Spider-Man. Now, if y'all know Spider-Man, that's my guy. That's my favorite superhero. And when they got rid of him, it was like, it was an emotional moment. I ain't gonna lie. If I didn't stop myself, you would have seen a couple tears like these. I couldn't let it happen. I was sitting next to a bed, even though she couldn't get hit. She can't touch me. She can't get near me. But I still can be caught crying next to a female. I don't care what they look like. But it was an emotional moment because, like, they're seeing all these people fade away. And he's like, I don't feel good. And then, like, the acting was on point. Shout out to Tom Holland. That's my guy now. I don't remember getting that, like, emotional over anything besides. I'm going to leave a link in the description. It was like a little animation I saw, like, my senior year. Like 2 years ago. And, I was crying, bro. I'm about, like, if y'all know Spider-Man lore, you gonna know why when you get to the end of it. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, hopefully I remember. I almost had one of those moments again, but I was like, nah. Because I'm upset. He was, like, one of the last people who I was like, this is one of my favorites. So, let's see. Alright, let's talk about my favorite superheroes in the MCU. Spider-Man, he gone. Black Panther, he gone. Winter Soldier, he gone. Oh, one thing they need the scene could have extended like at least like 5 or 10 more seconds is when like Bucky was like the first person to disappear, I think. Next thing you know, Cap walks over there and he's just like, oh, Bucky gone? Okay. I'm just like, hello, that's your boy, you know. He was your homeboy growing up. Yeah, y'all fought in World War II. You thought you lost him, and then you came back from the dead. You're fighting someone, and you figured out that's your boy who came back from the dead. And then you do all that. You're on bad terms with, you know, Tony. because that's your boy, and then he dies in front of you, and you're just like, nah, it's good. It's good. We both came back from the dead once. We can do it again. But yeah, they should have extended. Like, I felt like he was gonna do that, but then they just cut to like the next scene, which I think was like when Black Panther like disappeared. They got rid of like all the Guardians. I thought the Guardians were dead. Oh, bruh, I forgot. Off rip, we was in the heat. Bruh, Loki, that's my guy. I'm telling you, Loki is my guy. Then they Thanos was choking him out. He said, "You still ever be a god," or whatever he said. I was like, he a real one. If I'm dying like that, I'm saying that too. Well, I'm not saying those exact words, but I'm saying something like that. You killing me, you gonna hear some disrespect. Got rid of my homie Loki. Got rid of the homie Heimdall. We got Michonne. Hey, shouts out to Denai Guerrero, bruh. I thought she was about to disappear. Like, when they pulled up in Wakanda, I was like, alright. I already know I'm about to see a whole bunch of Wakandan people thrown all over the place and demolished. But listen, you can't touch Michonne, you can't touch T'Challa. What happened to Shuri? What happened to her? Like, she was getting strong on when the Vision was around, and I didn't ever see her for the rest of the film. The reason why it made me upset is because, like when I said, oh, Spider-Man's fine, because, you know, it gave an emotional moment. Like, Spider-Man's death was the most emotional. Like, I'm not a big Tony fan, but, like, I felt that for Tony. I just saw the movie. How am I supposed to be excited for the next one? Because, like, I'm not that big on Captain America, but, you know, he could be cool. But I can't do with that shield. What is that? No, I need the regular. I can't have whatever he had in the Infinity War. Hawk, Bruce Banner, you're my guy. Shout out to Mark Ruffalo. But I need the Hawk. I don't need Bruce Banner. First of all, let me just say this. They do this in a whole bunch of superhero movies where they're like, the world's basically about to end, and they're like, you don't have to do this. Listen, like for instance, Scarlet Witch and Vision. Listen, bitch, you don't kill me, or I don't do like Tony and Pepper Potts. If I don't go up here, no one else will, and we all die. I mean, he didn't know that. He didn't know that it would be half the people, but even half the people, like, he could have been half those, like, been like one of those half of the people. She could be dead too. We don't even know. By the way, this discussion is all over the place, so let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. I'm not ending the video, I'm just saying. I just wanted to talk about it. But, because I don't have any friends. I always go to Marvel and Star Wars and, I would say DC, but I only saw, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, and, Justice League. So I can't really say DC, but, Marvel and Star Wars for sure. I always, watch them, by myself. Deadpool's coming up pretty soon. Gonna watch that by myself. Deadpool 1 was the first one. Deadpool 1 was like the first movie that I like had to go by myself. And ever since then I've been watching every single movie by myself. Except for Wonder Woman. But Wonder Woman, it was a 2-for-1 because I was recording the film and I wanted to record them like going into the movies. And then so I was like, oh, I want to watch Wonder Woman too, so we could do, you know, a 2-for-1. And then so after we recorded that one scene, we watched Wonder Woman, so that doesn't really count. Speaking of half the people disappearing, I thought about this as the end credits came around. I swear, well, I don't know when they're taking place. I'm pretty sure Luke Cage is gonna take place before. Isn't that the new one? Yeah, Luke Cage, because we just got Jessica Jones. Luke Cage is probably gonna take place before Infinity War. So after that is like Daredevil, and then probably like Iron Fist. So if we get like Daredevil and Iron Fist and they're after, you know, Infinity War, I don't want to hear the second incident. No, none of that. Because Luke Cage probably not going to deal with that. But have like, you know, Daredevil, like some of the people that he knew, have some of them disappear for a bit. And then maybe they come back later. And like maybe like episode 1 and 2 they're there. Then episode 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 they're gone. And then, you know, when they do the switcheroo in Infinity War Part 2, whatever it's going to be called, then, you know, you have them come back. I said I was done with Marvel when Infinity War comes around and I don't see any Defenders. And you could be like, oh, I mean, if, like, how are y'all going to, like, what are the Defenders going to do? I mean, there's Luke Cage. I mean, my man's is bulletproof. You want a bulletproof man or Bucky Barnes with a metal arm who you could shoot in the head? Shout out Bucky, that's my guy, but I like your fight scenes, but you could still get clapped on by Luke Cage. Or Iron Fist. Or that's really it. Jessica Jones, I mean, why not? They could have had, you know, a little Defenders cameo and, you know, escorting citizens or something. I would have, you know, just have them like have a little citizen run around there in trouble. Luke Cage is like, all right, get that out of the way, bop, and then, you know, I would have been, you know, satisfied. So now if we get to the Netflix shows and they're talking about the second incident, I'm gonna be triggered. All right, so is it like possible for, you know, like for Doctor Strange to like do something with the time gem, like when he fighting against Thanos? I mean, he did. He said, "Oh, I went through 5 million or something possibilities. There is only one." Come on, movie. Don't do that. Say, because that just makes it, you know, less believable. Say, you know, like 2 or 3. I don't know, at least 2 or 3 or something. Now it's just, oh, well, Doctor Strange, he just knows when he, you know, sacrifices Tony, that, not sacrifices Tony, but sacrifices the time stone for Tony's life, that everything's just gonna go down a path. What if Thor's the one who has to stop Thanos, and, like, Thor, like, I don't know, trips and snaps his neck and dies or something? I'm like, come on, my guy, I don't know. I might do a follow-up video. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments down below if you've seen it. I mean, if you made it this far in the video and you didn't see it, what you doing? What is you doing? So I guess this is my end credits video. I was using the bathroom trying to remember if I forgot anything. The end credits. Let's talk about that real quick. I ain't gonna lie. So like when I could have snuck something in, bruh. But I'm like, I don't want to get this, you know, snack because it might make me thirsty, and I don't want to, you know, drink because it's going to make me go to the bathroom. It's going to be like 2-hour movie. I still had to go to the bathroom two separate occasions. I ain't going to lie. When Thor was about to make his new hammer, I sprinted to the bathroom, and I was like this. I was Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt couldn't catch me. I was overlapping him. The end credits was long as hell, and I had to go to the bathroom, which made it even 10 times longer. I said the end credits. I mean the actual credits. Maybe because they didn't have a middle credits. They just had the end credits. I was excited. I was like, all right, there go my boy Samuel L. Jackson. Don't recall the last time I ever seen you. Why didn't we see you in Civil War? I don't know. Was he even? He was not in Civil War, if I don't remember. Was the last time Winter Soldier is the last time we saw him? Or Age of Ultron? I don't know, one of those. It been a while. I forgot you even existed. That's probably the one storyline where, like, because going into this, there's so many storylines you gotta remember. That's probably the one storyline I don't remember what happened to him. I just knew that somehow, some way he was alive. But he died too. He was one of the people I wanted to survive. I thought he survived when I think it's Agent Hill. I'm not sure. It's been a while for you, but I know Nick Fury. I just don't know you. I'm sorry. When she like, you know, disintegrated, I was like, all right, he gonna be my one person that I get for the next film. And then he faded away. And I ain't gonna lie, when it zoomed into the, what was that, like a little pager? I ain't gonna lie, when it zoomed in, I thought, I was confused. I was like, wait. Like, everyone's like, woo! And I'm like, Captain America? Like, and then when I left, I was like, well, that was Captain Marvel. Like, I was thinking, like Avengers that they didn't, like, mention. And I ain't gonna lie, when they mentioned Hawkeye's name, like, it's government, I did not know who the hell they were talking about until, like, 10 minutes later. I was like, Clint, who is that? Who is that? I was like... Because they said they're talking so fast, and they're like, Ant-Man? There's an Ant-Man and a Spider-Man? And I'm like, alright, I didn't have time to process whose name that was. Then I was like, alright, they didn't have Ant-Man, the Wasp, they didn't have Hawkeye, and I was like, who else? I was thinking maybe Captain Marvel will show up at the end, or maybe she'll be the post-credits, and I was like, oh yeah, that's where the symbol looks like. And I had to do one of those. That's a meme now. That's probably the one thing I'm excited about for the next Avengers film. It's probably just gonna be her and Thor. What about Adam Warlock? They teased that it was at Guardians of the Galaxy Part 2. Where's he at? Oh, I didn't talk about this in the review. The one thing I didn't understand from Thanos is why he like chose to keep Gamora alive and why he would view like that he loved Gamora. Like no thing like they're basically saying from day one she let him know every day she doesn't like him, she hates him, blah blah blah. She hates everything about him, and then somehow he's like that somehow he views that he loves her. I just didn't understand that. But yeah, now let's end the video. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Stay tuned for the next video. Make sure y'all comment down below what y'all thought about the movie. Because I might want to make a part 2 of this. Part 2, Avengers Part 2. Avengers Infinity War Part 2. No. I might make a, hold up. Also, let me know in the comments down below. What do y'all think the 4th Avengers film is going to be called? Because people were like saying they're not gonna they don't want to say the name of it because there might be a spoiler for this movie, or maybe it might be a spoiler for probably not Ant-Man and the Wasp. Maybe it might be a spoiler for either Captain Marvel or this film. So I don't know what it's gonna be called. Well, at least not now. But yeah, it's Austin Taylor Moore, and I'm out.